So second hike stroke adventure of the day after this morning's little route. So what we're going to do now is I'm going up through Cavedale. I'm going to go along the tops, across to Mam Tor, and then back down into Castleton. Nice easy little route, especially at this time of the day. You know, it's now like 5:30, super quiet, so should have the place to myself hopefully. But excited to bring you guys along on this one because this is a good route. Okay, I'm not doing too many, oh my god, nearly dropped it. I'm not doing too many of them on this uphill. I'll tell you what, change of plan for this uphill bit. This is coming off because it is deceptively warm right now. I expect it to be pretty cold, but yeah, I'm ditching a layer while I can. Much better, now stripped off. Bit of a breeze on the old body, keep me nice and cool for this uphill section. But there's only one, maybe, I think there's technically 2 uphill sections on this, but they're both easy. It's just this steep bit's right at the start and it's roasting. So as you come up through Cavedale, that little uphill section opens up into this area here, and I'll show you there's a couple of caves that are tucked away left and right of the path. If any of you guys do decide to come and do this route around Castleton, what I would say, being a responsible mountain leader, this area of the Peak District is one of the most heavily eroded like footpath areas in the whole of the UK, especially Mam Tor. So if there's no requirement for you to go off the path, don't go off the path. Just sort of help preserve this place a little bit longer for everyone else to enjoy it. One of the reasons this place is so cool to come to when it's quiet is you get this whole section to yourself. You feel really lucky. And just behind me up there is Peveril Castle. But yeah, it's feels like quite a magical place this off to yourself. Anywhere in the Peak District does really. But like I said, you've got to pick your timings well. But yeah, I enjoy coming up here. It's one of my favourite routes to sort of unwind. There we have Peveril Castle. I'm so glad you all appreciate the B-roll and this back and forth that makes the video up. Sweating again. There's a general theme here at the minute with this weather, the random hot and cold that we're having. I've got a cool place to show you guys, but sadly it's been ruined. Right, bane of my life this. As someone who loves the outdoors and like pushes it on people to get out and enjoy it, and it's always awesome to have people out, and like, you know, I'm an ML, I take people in the outdoors for work. This ticks me off no end. Why just lever your rubbish everywhere? And like, so this cave here goes into Peak Cavern, so it's a massive, you know, cave in the Peak District, and like, it just everywhere just gets ruined with people leaving the litter about. Now, normally I'd pick it up, but I've only got a really small day sack on that's full because I've got all my tea in it. So I'll come back at some point and pick it up when I can. Normally I have like a bin bag with me, but again, that's one of the issues with this place being so popular and the general riff-raff coming up. Just think they can ruin it for everyone. It's so sad to see. Just do better. Everyone just do better. Oh man, I mean, the people who are watching my content hopefully aren't the people who would be leaving that rubbish, but the people who do watch my content, hopefully when you're out and about, they're the type of people who pick it up. Like normally I'd pick it up, but there's easily bin bags full of stuff there. So frustrating. Like, I've been walking for about 15 minutes now since leaving the car park, which is back that way. So, you know what I mean? Like, if you're on your way down, you're 15 minutes from your car, just pick up your gash, man. Not good enough. Anyway, rant to one side, back to the video. So, I'm almost at the top of Cavedale now, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second when we come across the flat open bit really. And what is good is right now getting back into the breeze, but what an awesome place. So that is that section of Cavedale complete, and now you come onto a really well trodden path that looks like this. So we come out through the top of this valley, we end up on some open moorland. So let's keep going and get the miles logged. So as much as it's an easy path, it is uneven. There's a lot of loose, big rocks. So this is one of them places that appropriate footwear is needed. Can't be done in a pair of Crocs, I'm afraid. But just under a K&a-half in, I'm yet to see a single soul, which is why I love coming and doing this route late evening. 2 hikes in one day, 2 videos in one day, you know, bit of work in the middle. What a life. All this back to the camera, up and downhill, up and downhill. I moan about it, but I love it really. And I'm glad that everyone just like leave it in, take that illusion out of the social media and the polished product. I think that's part of the thing I'm going to try and do, I think, with these videos as they go on. Yeah, there'll be an element of professionalism to them. However, I do want to break away from the mold a little bit, because everyone in the outdoor space does their stuff the same. Most of them are carbon copies of each other. I tell you who is good to follow, I want to give him a shout out. Good Bloke Outdoors. His content is top tier and he's a funny lad. I've enjoyed watching him develop as he's gone along on YouTube. He is good. So yeah, give him a follow. Check this out. This poster's got a hairdo. I wonder how many days into the coast to coast I want to get to where I start to lose my mind a little bit, because I'll be talking to you guys and the camera so much. I'm going to say maybe day 3, day 4 maybe, coming out of the Lake District. We'll see. As long as I stay caffeinated, it should be good. Whew. Into the breeze. It was hot back in there, even though it isn't really sunny, obviously, just because it's really warm at the minute and there's no breeze in there. So that's the thing as well, like this route, great, there's pretty much no shade on it when it is sunny. And because it's limestone, obviously rocks are really good like thermal regulators, so they hold heat really well. But because it's white, it just bounces heat back off at you. It's grim, but this breeze is good. Oh man, you guys are all the way up there. Typical time of day where we get some hydration on. So I'm going to do the what have I got on, because people keep asking. So Rogue American Apparel cap. We've got the Hill People Gear Tara Humara pack. Awesome little day sack. Phoenix 8. A Velocity Systems Boss Rugby shirt, a pair of the Through Dark Orion lightweight hiking trousers, and as always, the Merrill Moab Stompers. So time for some hydration, because it is warm. Oh, you can go down there a minute. The Canna Provisions Nalgene. Nalgene can't be beat, any Nalgene, but the Canna Provisions one is cool. So notice it lowered up. For those of you who watched the video in the Lake District with the chemical treatment, this has got a breakdown of all the measurements and different water purification things on there to have to hand. But no electrolytes in this bad boy, just that Robinson's orange fruit squash. Oh, big sips. So big sips done. Half a litre gone. So that is now Cavedale completed through that cheeky little valley. And what we're going to do now is continue up here, come out this little bit. And we enter some sort of open moorlandy type places. Let's go. A well signposted route, we are going this way, up here. Those bits of B-roll are an absolute nightmare, and the people who cut all the bits out of you picking your camera up after a gate, just leave them in. Everyone knows you pick your camera up, just leave them in. It's entertaining. Oh my God, check this guy out. Dude, you need to sack your barber. Yeah, mate, he's done a really poor job. That is a bad haircut. Anyway, signpost, let's go. Wow, this is random. People must get really lost in this section, and I don't know why, because we've got a multiple signpost there and one just over there where I've been giving that sheep grief, but he has got a bad haircut. You have got a bad haircut. His haircut is terrible. This one's got some hair dye in it as well. Yellow. Sheep hair, like, look at these, look. The Rave twins, one blue, one yellow. Do you reckon it's so the mum and dad can tell them apart? So for those of you who don't know me, I am myself an identical twin. I know it's hard to believe. God created this amazing being, and it wasn't enough, so he made two of me. So my brother Mark I just keep him around for spare parts in case I need like a kidney or a lung or something like that. Now Mark is a good lad. We both served in the Royal Engineers in the same regiment at the same time, which is really sort of, you know, unique. It's rare that family members get to serve together, but twins serving together is, you know, something quite special. Anyway, back to the blue and yellow lot. When I was in school, I was young, and we looked bang on identical when we were younger. The school, for some reason, decided that they were going to make us wear name badges so they could tell us apart. Now, this didn't go down too well because my mum and dad were like, if we can learn to tell them apart, you can learn to tell them apart. Fair enough. However, me and Matt loved it because we used to just switch name badges all the time. So yeah, they failed at that hurdle. And we've kept that same chaotic relationship since, swapping places and stuff. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's pretty cool being a twin. So as we've come out of Cavedale, what you'll see now is this is quite a defined path which comes to a stile. And then as we get to that, I'll show you where we turn right, because Mam Tor is over in this direction, and that is where we're heading to off the tops here. But like I said, this is a really easy route to do. You know, you really cannot get lost on here. Right, so we're 3k in, coming through the gate now. You'll see these signs. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna walk round this way to the right. It's a straight road until we turn off again, and I'll show you the turn off again in a moment. But as you can see, you can't really go wrong here. As long as you turn right at that gate, you can't go wrong. Take photo. Well, that didn't work, did it? I'm gonna have some food around Mam Tor, probably not on the summit because it's a bit windy up there and there'll probably be loads of people. But have I got a selection of goods? One of those teas where you're like, I can't be bothered taking anything real because I'm not that far away from home, but I'm definitely gonna need more than a snack. So, looking forward to that. All right, next pivotal point in the journey. So as you come up here, you can see the path goes around to the right. So we don't go through that gate. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna just turn this way. And then it is now pretty much another straight path all the way to Mam Tor in the distance. We cross a road in a moment up there, so I'll show you that as well. So a key indicator you've gone the right way down this straight path is there's a farm just up here. So as we sort of come round and we carry on walking, that farm will then be on your right hand side, and then on your left hand side there's just a little bit of hills and stuff like that. But it's a big farm with a caravan on it and, you know, general farm paraphernalia, so you can't go wrong. So like I said, there's a farm just over here, and you'll see this sign, Mam Tor 2k this way. Back for the camera again. So this in the distance now behind me, that is Mam Tor. That long path is now behind me. You'll now come to a gate for Reuter Farm. What we're going to come across this road and through the gate just over there. And you'll know, because this is one of the roads that has now been redlined for parking, so it's dead obvious. But this road, as you come onto it, if you were to turn right and carry on going right, that then is when it's past as well. So we cross the road and you'll see Mam Tor via Windy Knoll through this gate, and you can now see the pathway that we're going to go through these fields. We cross another road and we go up Mam Tor. Come through those fields between the two roads, and you'll see in a moment we come through a gate, across the road and through another gate. Beefy unit. So across that road behind me, again one of the red marked ones. Through this short field, we come up to the other road, and that then is the point where we turn right up to the summit of Mam Tor. As you can see, we come up to this section here to where the fence is, then we turn up. Like I said, come out that field, up the steps. This is the road that cuts through between Lord's Seat and Mam Tor, through this gate, along the path. Up and down the steps, you're not getting many of them. The sacrifices for the B-roll, my God. So making my way up the path now to the summit of Mam Tor, and I've just done a little quick bit of maths. The walking to and from the camera, so far, I've done 5.97k, and nearly half a kilometre of that is walking to and from the camera for the B-roll, which is wild, because it just shows how much it adds up so quickly. But what an awesome place. That's Kinder Scout in the background. Another good hike. There is a car park down here near the Hope train station. And a while ago I did a walk for combat stress that some of you would have seen. So I went out of there, out of Hope, up around Mam Tor, all the way down here, up Lord's Seat, across the tops, and then down Jacob's Ladder, all the way back across to Hope. That was a 10-mile route, and that is an amazing day out. This section along here is really well paved, but amazing scenery. So almost at the trig point, so you know what that means. Slap it, slap that. A windy summit of Mam Tor completed. We're now going to make our way along the path back down. Going to get some food though as we drop off the ridge now. An extra 0.2 of a kilometre added on. Apologies for the angle, it's the only flat bit. We've got cheese and caramelised red onion rolls. They're not sausage rolls. Then we've got Texan style barbecue pork sausage rolls. Oh yeah. Caramel wafer. Some beef jerky. Snack time is upon us. Them Texan style barbecue, that is an elite hill snack. They are good. They'll be coming again. It's a close one, you know, because that, what was that again? So cheese and caramelised onion. Whoa. It's done something like that as. They are really good. They're both coming again. Elite. Elite. That's good. I'm all fed and watered. I'm going to continue along this path, and then there's a bit down here. It's not a trig point, but it's getting slapped anyway. And I'm going to turn right off that down towards Castleton. Another half K there, isn't it? We're coming to, I want to say a trig point, but it's not a trig point, a way marker, and it's getting slapped because I have to. And you turn right and head down in towards Castleton. I don't know who you are, but you're getting slapped. This is in memory of Tom Hyatt of Long Eaton, erected by members of the Long Eaton and District Group of the Ramblers Association and Friends in 1964. It's for you. And then we're going to go down through this gate and head along this path. This one takes you down to the old broken road. This one takes you back into Castleton the other way. Make sure to lock that gate as well behind you. I reckon I've added about a K on me going to and from. That is the ridgeline done. So now, come through that final gate. That is literally, this road behind me leads straight back into Castleton. It's pretty much just a straight road, if I remember correctly. So that's been a good route. It's been good. I've been going for about, it says 3 hours, 5 minutes, but I did stop for food and drink. So I'd say 2 hours, 45 minutes. Not bad. So far I've done 8.5k. The whole route in total is about 10. So yeah, we've got this last little bit to do, and then we're back down into Castleton. So I have around about 500 meters left till I get back into Castleton village, and that is the route pretty much done. Back into the village, back to the car park. Really good route, like I said, about 10k. Really good evening. I've only seen about 2-3 people in total, which has been awesome. It's been really peaceful. But hope you guys have enjoyed it and found it informative, and I will see you guys on the next adventure.